And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the Walski Group. I'm Maya. Well, today we are out here. It's kind of a muddy day, but it's a warm day. So we're gonna end up cleaning up this dogwood a little bit, and I thought I'd show everybody how we're gonna do this and everything. But before I begin, if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button because we got a lot more stuff like this coming along. And if you like these videos, please give them a thumbs up because it really helps the video out a lot. But so let's start talking about what we're gonna do here. This has kind of gotten out of hand. This has kind of gotten overgrown and everything. So what my plan is to take out like everything that is like grown like out like this, and I'm just gonna show everybody here right now, in my opinion, why I believe that you should do like your tree trimmings like now, like before spring and everything, your trees, your bushes, things like that. In my opinion, I feel that it puts less stress on the tree and the bush if you do it now while it's dormant than if you did like while it was like the middle of summer. And there's a reason why. If I'm going to use this branch here as an example, because I'm going to take this branch out. But you've seen people sometimes where they'll come in and you'll cut a branch like this, let's just say, but you don't make a clean cut, okay? So then they pull it off and it ends up ripping like this, right? The whole thing shreds off, it rips off like this. And then you're left with like this kind of like jagged cut. They'll come back in and they'll like rip it apart like this. And what that does is by you leaving the cuts jagged like this, first of all, it shocks the bush, it shocks the tree. So then that like this branch here, let's say if I was leaving this branch, all of this like right here would just end up dying. It would get infected, whatever. This way, if I go and I cut this branch, which I will, I'm gonna cut this branch all the way down at the bottom, like it should be. But if I was to even, let's say if I was to make a clean cut, let's say if I was gonna save this branch, and I make a clean cut like that, like right at the, and I'm using this as an example, but you get like closer here to the end of the inside the joint here. But make a clean cut like that to where it was cleanly cut and everything. Now if this was to come back, this wouldn't like shock the bush or shock the tree. It would just end up scabbing over and growing on and everything. So what I'm going to do first is, now that I've kind of showed that opinion and that part of it, what I'm looking for is I'm looking for like anything like these ones here. I'm just gonna right now just cut the biggest part off because I want to shape back the bush here. But what I'm looking to do is I'm gonna end up cleaning up all my cuts and everything. But what I'm gonna do is I want to just get like everything that's like wild around the outside here. And like this branch, like I say, this branch will go. So let's see. That one is part of the branch, I believe. Yeah, that's part of the branch there. So then like in here, I'm gonna get rid of this branch right here. Actually, I think I'm gonna get rid of this whole thing right here. Take this part of the tree out. Yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna end up removing these with my saw. And then I'm gonna come back in here, and any branches that have like crossed over, like where they might be rubbing, for example, like I don't know if you can see it, but like right here, I have branches that are dead, ones that are dying. So this whole thing is gonna go. But like on the inside right here, this branch here will probably stay. But I got like dead growing right here and rubbing into the existing ones here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come in here and I'm just going to remove the ones here that are dead and just kind of thin it out also once I'm done. Plus then I'm also going to do is I'm also going to level this down so it's not so high and scraggly and everything. So let me work on this, and I'll bring you back in a little bit and I'll show you, as I'm progressing here, where we are and how it's going. So hold on, stay tuned. All right, so as you can see so far, we've kind of removed a lot of the bigger branches here, and And I'm just kind of like looking at where like this one here is going to go. So I'm just going to cut these off real quick to kind of just make this a little more manageable to work with. And so I can get in here with my saw and end up cutting down these bigger ones here. And in all honesty, this one here, this dogwood, is pretty much been due for a cleanup here kind of deal. I think it was last year or 2 years ago, something like that, because of the way it was so massive and everything. What happened was we ended up getting some like caterpillars, like tenting caterpillars, into this bush, and it didn't kill the bush, but it really shredded the leaves. I mean, it just ate away at all the leaves, and the whole entire thing died back. And so I figured that, you know, just did a little bit of like looking at it and everything, and I'm like looking at it and I'm like, well, that's because it has gotten so out of hand and everything that, you know, it just was basically a meal for them and everything. So that's why I said, like, at this point in time, like right now is the perfect time to get this all cleaned out and everything, and kind of go through and kind of like see, like, you know, which ones I want to save, which ones were like affected by the caterpillars there and everything. But then also it gives me, like I say, an opportunity to kind of you know, clean this up a little bit and bring this back down to a manageable height, which is what I'm going to do right now. So I kind of got it like right where I want it to be in terms of like my side cuts here. Like I say, I know I still got to remove like this one and this one and some of them that are connected to the front here. But now what I'm doing is I'm just going to start coming in here, and I'm going to cut it like right off at the joint right here. But I'm just going to cut this back and just start getting like some of these real high ones out of here, and start bringing this down to like a manageable level. And then come spring, once the ground here defrosts a little bit more and things kind of warm up a little bit and all that, what I'd like to do is I'd like to end up like really cleaning up around here. I'd like to get this whole base cleaned out and get the stuff out of here. And let me just hold on a second. Let me just take this call. I'll be right back. All right, so sorry about that. I had to take that phone call. But yeah, so now as you can see, we're slowly starting to bring it down to a little bit more of a manageable height. And like I say, I'll just keep talking here while I'm doing this real quick. But what I'm looking at is I'm just looking at like the tall ones here, and I'm just kind of removing them, you know, to bring it down. I'm also looking like, you know, anything, but I'm thinking that by me kind of like clearing this one out and cleaning this one out a little bit here and opening it up to where it's not like so overgrown and so entwined and everything, I'm hoping that actually that one I think is going to go. But I'm hoping that this will, you know, like I say, correct some of that problem. I mean, now, like last year, once they stripped it, we didn't have those caterpillars last year within this thing. But you never know, they might end up coming back or they might not come back. So, like I say, right now, since this is kind of the nicest time of the day and everything, and it's a beautiful day out and everything, I just thought, you know, like I say, I show you how we got this kind of cleaned up and lowered this down and everything. And like I say, I'm just kind of coming in here and I'm just kind of clipping some of the branches like right back to the right back to the little knuckle right here of it. And I'm just trying to like clean out like any like massive like cross branches, things like that. Because like I say, back in the day when we had this thing planted, we planted this thing. This thing was a really nice little bush, dogwood bush, and just the years of just like letting it go and everything, because didn't really like have a chance to like care for it like it should have. Never really had a chance to like trim it like it should have been and everything. But this is kind of the first year that, like I say, I'm gonna be able to get in here and clean this all out, and then I'm gonna also clean out the bottom. I'm gonna take out all the grass around it and make a natural, you know, dig the edging for the bedding, and probably put some wood chips around there and everything, so it keeps the grass and all that garbage out. But you know, like I say, it's still got a little more work. But like I say, I just thought I'd, you know, shoot a quick video here, show everybody, like I say, how we take it from you know, being like real raggy looking and everything. And right now, this will be, like I say, this will be the start. We still got some more work to do comes, you know, later on in the spring here. But you know, this is just the start. I want to just be able to you know, get this shaped, get, like I say, get like some of these bigger ones that are like, you know, in the way here, and not even like really just that have just gone crazy and overgrown and everything. But so yeah, so thanks for watching, everyone. Like I say it again, if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, and if you like these videos that we're putting out, you know, please hit the like button there, thumbs up button, because it really helps the video out. And on behalf of everybody that is working and helping me out and all that, on behalf of everybody there, thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll see you next time right here on the Walski Group. Take care, everyone.